Conan Exiles is a survival game created by Funcom for Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Early access released in 2017, with the full release following in May 2018. The game takes place in the universe of Conan the Barbarian, where the player creates a custom character with all sorts of cosmetic features and choose a god or goddess to worship. The main story is pretty simple. Your avatar is convicted for a few crimes and sentenced to death. Being saved by Conan himself, you set out to explore the exiled lands, which exists out of a large desert area, a dangerous jungle, mysterious woods and forests, and the cold north with snowy mountains. Beware of sandstorms or icy winds, as each region holds some type of deadly storm. Beside a beautiful designed world, the exiled lands are inhabited by all kinds of humans, both friendly and foes, as a dangerous wildlife containing wild hyenas and snapping crocodiles, and all sorts of different fantasy creatures, such as undeads or the dinosaur-like shellbags. To survive, players must gather all kinds of resources to build a home or base, if you will, and craft various weapons and armor. Some of the higher crafting recipes do take a huge amount of resources, of which some are hard to obtain, which from time to time kinda kills the fun of gathering in this game. Nonetheless, it's still a good survival experience, seeing as you build a nice base with a kitchen and your own animal pen, all the hard work pays off and you will feel satisfied about the end result. Another worthy mention is the thrall system. Players can build a slave wheel in which you can put NPC humans that you captured and dragged back to your base to train and become your own worker or bodyguard, depending on their skill or craft type. Another big aspect of Conan is to manage hunger, thirst and body temperature. It's important to keep an eye out on your bars, as it can get you killed. Being hungry or thirsty for too long is a certain guarantee for death, as is being too hot or too cold. Exploring, crafting and surviving is the main goal in Conan Exiles. Be sure to use your map to spot where you are and put a marker for points of interest. In the many different areas you can find different dungeons to enter and face whatever dwells within. Some are even well hidden or require a key or some sort of ritual to be opened. Expect tough foes and shining treasures when in a dungeon. You can encounter various human camps and cities while traveling across the land. Some are enemies who will shoot on sight, and others will sell all kinds of crafting recipes or even items. Make sure to explore the cities, as there are some interesting people you will meet. However, the majority of crafting is learned by leveling your character, which XP is simply gained by exploring, fighting and mainly gathering resources and even more crafting. Besides spending skill points on crafting, you can also choose certain talents to spend different skill points on. Some will increase your stamina, while others will increase your weight carry or your health. Conan Exiles offers a solo server where you can play offline or private with friends. You can even set certain rules for the server, in which you can harvest a lot more resources or have more health than on the normal mode. The other online servers include PvE, PvP and a combination of both PvP and PvE. Only in PvE, players' base are safe from other players. Let's not forget the Purge. This is an NPC storm that will attack your base from time to time, so don't forget to build a defense for your home. Gathering resources and building a huge base is easier when you do it in a clan, which is a cooperation of different players. Thinking about the downsides of the game is that you can't forget to log in once a week and visit all your crafted homes, as a decay meter will start to count down after 1 week of being inactive. It will leave your precious home to be nothing more than a destroyed pile of bricks, which is kind of frustrating, but I do get the idea to overcome the overpopulation. Conan didn't bring a lot of bugs, but the ones we faced were pretty annoying, one of them being the combat lag glitch, which will get you killed. Stuff like not being able to finish a wall or being stuck building something isn't pleasant at all. or just longing in to see some of your crafted work vanished into thin air left us sighing a few times. However, I do think this is area related and needs a little fix. I would have loved to see some sort of mount in this game, as every mile you travel is on foot. However, it's cool that you can train trolls and pets to give you company and carry extra weight. There is an option, however, to pinpoint portals to travel across the map. The world is surrounded by a green wall of death. It's somewhat the limitation of the map. And when you die, you lose everything you're carrying at that moment. A pile of skulls marks the location of death with all the items that you can reclaim. So let's recap some of the gameplay core points here. It features brutal, bloody gore combat, which sometimes might feel clunky at times or get some lag spikes while in mid-combat. You'll spend a great amount of time exploring the exiled lands, especially on foot. The other 50% of your time will be spent on gathering resources, quite a lot of them. You need various resources for crafting armor, weapons, and of course your own base. Some of the recipes do have a high cost and require a huge amount of resources, which sometimes feels more like work than actually playing a game. The character animation and graphics of the game look pretty great. The world is well designed and holds some pretty interesting areas to explore. I really enjoyed the soundtrack while playing Conan Exiles. The main theme is perfect and captures the whole essence of the game. I loved playing Conan online with my clan. Discovering the exiled lands and facing the many threats and dungeons was fun. However, after building a third clan base and gathering so many resources again and again and again, it kind of felt like we've explored Conan to its limits. Let me know what you think about Conan Exiles in the comment section down below. As always, thank you for watching and keep it co-op.